Well, this is how we always want to start off the show, with Jen singing.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too. Tractor systems are offline.
This part of the song always makes me want to pop.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I thought you were talking
All
about
right.
to drink a pop.
You know what? While this is going on, I need to do this so that everybody can see why I'm laughing. Everybody was just dancing in the background. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Monday. We are only 2 days left. 2 days left to Halloween. What a time. So, what better way to celebrate the upcoming Halloween holiday than to have every host and all the owners on the show at the same time?
Woo!
What? And of course, it's gotta be a costume party.
Yeah!
And I hope everybody's got their drinks.
I don't have very much.
Benji's Jack Sparrow! Aye, Captain.
But I don't have any rum. I have a Coors Light, though. That's close enough to rum.
We have Fanta.
Oh, Coors Light's close
Because
to rum.
Fanta's close to rum. What the heck are you talking about?
Fanta can be whatever you want it to be.
Oh, you can put rum in the Fanta.
Make me an admin, yo. Click on my name. Make me an admin.
Jen wants to be a tool.
An admin.
Jen, you are a tool. Don't worry.
Okay.
Jen,
I can't even do that.
shit.
Oh wait, I can see Benji now. Hold on.
What?
Hey,
Wait. Ready?
What?
hey,
Hey?
Hopkins. Hello.
Oh, he's a pirate.
Hey, what?
Dude, I
Okay, so just so that everybody knows what's going on here, I can see all of them. You guys can see everybody, but they can't see me because
Felicity has a Roku remote, so he can't turn on the YouTube in the bedroom. So I can't see you. I mean, not that I
you
don't see
already
you
know what
anyway.
I look like. You're.
I would be distracted. I'd be like,
They see it?
Oh,
and you see it.
boy. Oh boy. Hey, Shay's
He's
got
very
a tool.
pale. I'm
Jen should have a
confused.
tool
Shay has
in
what?
In the
Your
Tubbs
tool.
chat.
Oh.
So,
No.
welcome everybody. I see Mallory's in the chat. Some Britty chick, some Shay chick, Kim. Oh, Kim is in the chat with us tonight. Like,
That's
oh
right, Kim
my
can't.
God.
Kim can't come over to YouTube.
Aww. That does suck that Kim can't come over to YouTube. Keeny, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Or Keen. I don't know if that's pronounced correctly.
That's Aaron. Just call him Aaron.
Oh, that's Aaron.
That's my other ex.
No.
Jesus, how many do you have?
All
Too many.
my exes live
Live
in
in
Hampshire.
So.
Hi, Aaron. Welcome to the
These are the only
show.
two I like, though.
And hey,
Matt's
Wolf,
the one I really
Wolf's
like, but, Aaron's not bad. Eh.
Aaron's not bad. How many of your exes are actually jerks?
All but these two.
Okay. I was going to say, be careful how you answer that.
I don't know, Matt. You kind of got me fooled then, because... No.
I like that.
Gentlemen.
He's Joe Dirt's dad.
I like that. He's older than dirt.
Ow. Oofda.
I'm not far behind, so it's okay.
Stings. You know what? Brittany, why don't you take it here for a little bit? I'm going to add a couple of somethings here while you just start rambling about stuff. Why don't you tell them about our experience? Technically, it was yesterday morning and the night before.
You had more experience than I did.
Well,
Wait, can I say it? Are we talking about
wrong holiday.
Story time.
Okay, go.
Love ghost stories.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
You know, and I didn't really do a lot of investigating because of my health crap that I've been having going on. But I was there for the chili and the pizza. That's mainly the reason why I came.
I suppose, yeah.
How did that chili treat you?
Chili treated me just fine. I didn't get the spice. I didn't have the spicy stuff.
I heard his spicy chili is pretty bad.
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't had the spicy chili, but he makes like a super hot, eat at your own risk.
Eat at your own risk.
Then he's got a mild, then he has regular chili. He has a lot of beans in his chili, though. So. But
I guess he did, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he has a lot more than normal people, but Will's not a normal people.
Yeah, so. Will is definitely not a normal people.
No. I went just to hang out with everybody for the most part. I mean, I was the loser, and I brought, we lost Jen somewhere.
I'm here.
Okay, I just can't see your beautiful face.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to skip ahead to just a second. We'll come back to it. I'm going to skip ahead to this segment. We're going to do Irish drinking games because tonight I feel like this is going to be an interesting situation.
Oh,
and
boy.
Tonight we are going to drink whenever there is some form of technical difficulty because I feel like I'm going to be plastered at the end of this. I think I'm the only one drinking actual alcohol on the show tonight.
We only have one beer.
Matt's drinking, right?
He said he's got
Back. All right,
do it,
back
moment.
from our one technical difficulty. Oh my gosh! Yes, I had to throw that in there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep, that's
Sing the
gonna
song.
be- Sing
Sing the song.
Yeah.
Oh, I.
Oh,
There you go. Is
oh.
that the pug song?
What?
Is that the pug song?
No, it's off his show called Whose Line Is It Anyway? They do the Irish drinking song.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. I love that show.
I just need to like auto-tune Benji and I singing that, and then
Ooh,
that will be
auto-tune would sound kind of cool.
That's, I'm liking it.
I'm liking the ideas. I'm liking it. But anyway, so I was the loser that brought a blow-up air mattress and crammed myself in a room. Well, Benji made me go to sleep though, because
I did.
I don't know why.
Sleep.
I was fine.
You needed to sleep.
And then he wakes me up. Yeah, we need to extract the spirit. Okay.
Hey, we're not talking about that.
That's all that I was going to say about it was that I was sleeping, you made me go to sleep, and then you woke me up with that.
Whoa. We're not skipping past extracting the
we
spirit.
have to. It is a private situation, and it shouldn't have been.
Oh, man.
If I had a way.
All
to
right,
just
so what
select
can
that
you tell us about Farrar?
We can tell you it was definitely a very interesting night throughout the entire night.
I did
Kim
have
was there, right?
Yep, Kim was there.
Oh yeah, Kim was always there. I do not think I have been to an event at Farrar yet that I have not seen Kim at.
You know, and the thing is that I've seen Kim there, but I didn't realize that was the Kim that always was like listening to the shows. So I was like, oh, okay, that's you.
That's our Kim. Our Kim.
I was like, okay. I did pass the soul on, I guess, while I was there. Kind of unintentionally.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. With the help of Benji.
What? Oh, yeah, kinda.
Yeah, because I couldn't figure out what was going on. I kept feeling pain in my leg, and I'm like, but he fell over, and it was like, they fell over like just a sweatshirt or something and broke their leg. I'm like, well, who just falls and breaks their leg on a sweatshirt? You know, and then he started mentioning like polio, and I was like, oh, okay. Oh, Kim keeps losing sound. She said she's on drink 2.
No, she said drink 2. I keep losing sound, so everybody has to drink twice.
Drinks!
That might not necessarily be us, though. I'm just going to throw that out there.
It still counts.
It still counts. It will always count.
Wait a minute. I'm having trouble hearing. Did somebody fall at the event and break their leg, or was this a spirit
No, this was a
reenacting
spirit.
something?
This was a spirit.
Okay.
Because I was outside and I was talking to Benji, and all of a sudden I'm like, I hear crying. And it was actually a room I had never been in because they remodel it, obviously. And it's usually just packed full of crap. So I just kind of went in, all of a sudden I was like, where the fuck am I? I've never been in here. I did not do the isolation room because there was a waiting list for that. Kim was the first or the second person in, though, I think.
Sweet. That's my girl, Kim.
Oh, yeah. Shut her in the boiler room, and Kim says I was the shadow.
Oh, yeah, she was the shadow. Oh, my God, that was hilarious.
Oh, that's right.
So
Maybe she said, I was the shadow.
No,
Oh, she would
the
say
shadow
it.
doesn't say anything. The shadow is the shadow, just like the machine is the machine.
The machine.
All right. Almost ready. Almost.
So what's right interesting about the boiler room? I don't understand. Please explain to me.
Wouldn't understand.
I'm not an Ionian.
The boiler room is a very touchy spirit in there. Like, if you walk in there and you're happy-go-lucky and whatever, you're going to have no issues. But if you go in there and start pissing it off, it'll scratch you kind of deal. And it's also, when obviously all the lights are off, it is the darkest part of the entire school because there's no windows in there. So what they did was they just put a chair in the middle of the room, and like your back was going to be facing a doorway. So then you were completely exposed, and then you were supposed to spend, Will wanted 10 minutes, but with the waiting, he said, no, we won't do 10 minutes. Then they were cutting it down to 5 minutes, and these 2 girls were freaking out. Oh my God, 5 minutes alone? I can't do that. So then
What? Alone?
I don't know. I don't understand these people that are like, ooh, let's go ghost hunting. Wait a minute, it's going to be dark.
Well, three minutes in a dark room all by yourself I can see where that would definitely seem like an hour.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure. Especially,
Nicole and Aaron, there's this closet. It used to be a dumbwaiter, so you know how small dumbwaiters are.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole and Aaron said, I dare you to go in for 3 minutes at the S.K. Pierce Mansion. And I'm like, okay. Well, then they wouldn't let me out. I was in there.
Assholes.
Well, no, I mean, they wouldn't. But they're like, no, stay in longer. It's not like they blocked the door.
Yeah.
But they're like, stay in longer. I was in there
At
at
least
least 15 minutes.
back then.
Those dumb waiters are horrible. I have had a few dumb waiters in my time, and I'll tell you what, I will never leave a tip for them.
Absolutely not.
Wah, wah, wah.
I still haven't downloaded a rim shot sound effect.
there's someone in the chat, and they're going to have to forgive me if I butcher their name. Is it Elida? Elida Kinley. Okay. Yeah, she said that she knows what I'm talking about. She said it was a little girl because there was a little girl buried across the road, and she remembered lost her leg and died. Did she lose her leg to polio? Because that was kind of what we came to. Because I told him, I said it was like a second grade kid, and I couldn't tell if it was boy or girl at the time.
Apparently, she's at the Methodist Cemetery across from Farrar.
Okay, so that makes sense.
I can see the chat faster than you can.
Yeah, obviously, because my phone keeps going to sleep on me. But yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah. And if she lost it to polio, then dang, she's looking it up. So then we nailed it, I just know, I was like, they're like running in a circle. I said they were playing kind of like Duck Duck Goose, but they weren't actually playing it. I said, but it's like she fell and she hurt her leg somehow.
Aww.
That was...
Just wanted to throw this out here from the YouTubes chat. Aaron out there thinks that our costumes are awesome. Just throwing
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Wolf.
What are you, Shay?
I'm look, wait a minute, hold on.
You look like a nurse.
I'm a sheriff. I
Okay.
just don't have everything on.
Okay.
Wait, you can't see half of it, so here's my hat. I
Oh,
have a badge. See? I have a badge.
Rick Grimes.
I thought Matt was coming, so I put the gun real handy.
I was more worried about the handcuffs.
Yeah, he said, oh, you're a sheriff. I'm like, you can be my prisoner, bring handcuffs. You notice he's not here tonight?
Yeah, now he's like, he backed out real quick.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Wait, I have cowboy boots.
Onward.
Speaking
Just not
of
on.
handcuffs.
You can't see him, so why have him on?
Speaking of handcuffs, we're going to go on into this next segment.
Speaking of handcuffs, okay.
You must have got something good.
Oh yeah, this is going to be interesting. Oh shoot, I just realized. I might have to apologize. I'm not 100% sure on this. You guys might have to hear the theme twice because I just realized there might be a theme with this one. There is. But it's not playing through there, so. Playing through my microphone. I forgot to change my audio. That's okay. Then you guys don't have to worry about this twice as loud as possible. All right. So here we go. We got ourselves some news of the weird stuff going on. Like I said before, speaking of handcuffs. All right, this dude right here. He is entitled the Human Spider, or he dubs himself Spider-Man. That's right. All right, these guys can't see it unless they're staring at YouTube. I wonder if I can... You guys can't see it yet because I haven't... Boom, there we go. I need to change how I'm looking at this. I am going to go...
I'm eating
like
a
that.
burrito.
There we go.
I'm sorry. It's dinner time.
Really?
Yeah.
So...
I'll put
Jen,
some
come
milk.
on. Really? Jeez, Jen.
I tried to eat before the show, but we had an issue with the cat and Ethan, and so it didn't happen.
So now I have to wait a really long time before I can bring back our regular screen. So thanks for that. But that's all right.
Well,
Let's
I'm
see. How
sorry
can I
my
do
butterfly doesn't show. I don't know what's wrong with that. But hey, I like that guy, that picture. I don't know what that is.
That guy,
Africa?
that picture, you don't know what that is. All right. So I'm going to share this
That's
screen.
the guy?
Yeah, I'm going to share this screen with you guys, so hopefully you guys can see it.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
So this guy is the Human Spider.
Oh, it is the
Elaine
guy.
Robert was banned from climbing any UK building. As soon as he reached the top of the building. Okay, I'll get into details here in a little bit, but I find this funny. As soon as he reached the top of the building, he handed police his passport and lawyer's number as he was getting arrested.
So he knew.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's been banned from climbing any building in the UK after illegally scaling one of London's tallest towers with no safety gear.
Where's he from?
I'm not sure where he's actually from. Hold on. We'll get to that. Hopefully. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it won't say. Anyway, the 56-year-old grandfather was arrested after ascending the 662-foot, that's 202 meters for you metric people, Heron Tower, also known as the Salesforce Tower, in a stunt which saw police close to the ground, close to the surrounding roads. Wow, I can't read tonight. or any other night if you guys have ever listened to any other show, as they were alerted to the drama. He's reached
on his own in this one.
Yeah, he reached the top in around 45 minutes to cheers from the crowd which had formed below, and immediately handed waiting police officers his passport and the number of his lawyer. Robert, who has also previously scaled buildings including the Burj Khalifa, I'm guessing, I have no idea how to pronounce that, in Dubai, and the Empire State Building in New York.
It is him. Okay.
Yes, it's that guy.
Yeah.
Pleaded guilty to causing a public nuisance during a hearing at City of London Magistrates Court. Basically, he was sentenced to 20 weeks in prison, £5,500 compensation to the City of London. Don't ask me to do the conversion because I can't do that in my head, and I'm not going to look it up. So you guys can look it up. £5,500 in U.S. dollars, or whatever your local currency happens to be. Basically, the chairman said that he was obviously an accomplished climber, but there's always a danger that the actions could be intimidated by those slightly or fatally less proficient. So basically, it was their version of a slap on the wrist and said, you're not allowed to climb any more buildings ever again. This dude, when I looked at the picture, I'm like, you are a freaking idiot. I'm good. No, it took him 45 minutes to get to the top of that. 45 minutes.
Can you do that, Matt?
Me? No.
Yes,
No,
Is there an elevator?
boy.
Is there an elevator?
Is there an
Well, you gotta get
elevator?
your sticky hands and. Uh-oh.
What?
I will be right back. There is a child at my door.
Oh, no. Hurry.
I still can't believe he's 56.
I remember it was at least 5 years ago he did the Empire State Building, and he got in trouble for that, too.
Let's see. Go to bed.
Oh, man.
Well, I can't imagine anybody would be happy about him doing it because, you know, if he,
Except the fans on
All
the
the
ground.
fans
How
on the
it
ground
goes,
were
oh,
happy
no.
about him doing it.
I don't know. I think once he falls on top of one of them,
That
he
was
might
what
not-
one of them said, is that he could have, if he would have slipped and fallen, he could have fallen on top of one of the crowd members and
Mhm.
all of that
Yeah.
fun stuff.
That would suck.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's horrible.
Then
Now,
had all
hopefully-
their body parts all smushed together.
Ooh. Ooh.
And,
Okay.
Jed, last night on the show, you kept saying, Sherry, you're going in their dark spot. Now you're talking about smushed people.
That's not dark.
Sounds like
I was bringing up
melons.
facts. I was bringing up real, true facts about urban legends and where they come from. And every time it was, here's, this is getting really dark. Now, what are we talking about? Smushing people.
Yeah, just drop a watermelon. That's what your head sounds like when it hits the pavement.
Gallagher.
Gallagher. Oh, man. Gallagher.
I'm showing my age.
Gallagher's kind of a famous dude. So is this
Yeah.
next
He's
dude.
pretty famous.
I'm hoping that Brittany shows up at some point in time for this next portion here. But
She's being a mutter.
she
Leave
is
her
being a
alone.
mutter. She's being a very good mutter. But I'm just going to go ahead and roll with this, and hopefully she shows up before it's done. Boom. What?
Who is that?
This guy's
David
kind of famous
Schwimmer.
too. David
That's why I was thinking,
Schwimmer.
oh, I saw this. This is so funny.
Oh my God. So
You
for
should
those
put
of
his
you
picture
who
next to
haven't
it.
heard yet, this
Sorry, Benji.
dude that robbed a convenience store or a liquor shop. What was it? Looking to see.
It was a liquor store.
It was a liquor store.
Back-
Yeah.
What we
You liquor. I'm too tired of liquor.
Is that Ross?
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
No. but
Well,
yes.
it's David Schwimmer.
Schwimmer.
Schwimmer. The Friends actor has posted a video proving he was not behind an alleged theft carried out by a lookalike in Blackpool. If you go online and search for it, the footage shows him leaving a shop carrying a crate of cans in an exact copy of the alleged theft.
His Instagram.
Yep, it's
Go to
on his
his
Instagram
Instagram.
and Twitter.
It wasn't
Yeah.
me.
Officers, I swear it wasn't me. As you can see,
made
I was
sure-
in New York to the
Yeah, he
hard-working
made
Blackpool.
sure to have the New York logo
Yep,
in the
yep.
background.
Oh, yep. The New York logo's on the Doritos. No, not Doritos. Tostitos. Well, yeah, Doritos. The Lay's chip thing. But yeah. So on the left is the
Where did
actual
crime
guy,
happen?
and on the right is David Schwimmer. They are pretty. That is a pretty close lookalike, though.
It does. It looks more like the guy that played the lookalike on the show Friends, if anybody's a fan. It's that close that David Schwimmer played himself, but he kind of looked
Right.
more like
right.
this guy.
Oh, whoo. The constable in the area
Instagram?
continued the banter as far as the tweets go. Continued the banter, replying with a tweet saying, "Thanks for being there for us." A reference to the long-running sitcom's theme song. Oh, man. Police posted a picture of the suspected thief who bears a striking similarity to the actor on Facebook, asking the public for help identifying him. Oh. It was a restaurant.
Funny.
The suspect was pictured leaving a restaurant in the town
was
carrying what appeared to be a crate of cans. So yeah, that's very I'm sorry. I just can't stop laughing at it.
That's pretty funny stuff.
All right.
The fact that a star would go on social media and recreate this is what made it even funnier.
Oh yeah. It is wonderful.
And
It
he
is
was like
wonderful.
tiptoeing, sneaking out. He's like, "What? Huh?"
It's not me. Nope.
And then he looked at the camera just like the other guy did, like,
Oh, really? Well, that's so funny.
Yeah.
This is my face. It's my face. All right. Boom. That is a big squared off chunk of ice.
I thought it was.
I hate to tell you, but that was aliens.
What?
What?
No.
Definitely aliens.
I'm not saying it's aliens, but
But ancient astronaut theorists suggest that it was aliens.
can anybody in this group say that cute guy's name?
Georgios?
That's the one. I can't. Yeah. I call him
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus.
I'm disturbed that she says that cute guy and that Brittany replies with the Giorgio guy.
I did too.
Whack.
It's the hair.
Well, out of all of them, I mean,
This is true. Out of all of
really
them,
have
there
to
aren't very many cute ones.
yeah.
There also aren't very many that are under the age of 103.
Very true.
Anyway, NASA spots mysterious near-perfect rectangle iceberg in the Antarctic. A scientist from the U.S. Space Agency believes that it is more than a mile long and only 10% visible. I can't see it from where I'm standing, so it's 0% visible from Iowa. Just
10%
saying.
visible to what?
Like,
Yeah,
the
to
rest
what?
of it is still underneath.
Okay.
Yeah. The oddly satisfying phenomenon was discovered near the Larden Sea ice shelf in the Antarctic Peninsula.
Well, it is perfect.
It is
So
pretty
it
dang
is
square.
oddly satisfying how perfect that looks. It's a gigantic ice cube.
Yep, it is.
Keeping it real.
The iceberg's sharp angles and flat surface indicate that it probably recently calved from the ice shelf.
It recently
Interesting.
what?
Calved.
Calved.
K-L-V-E-D. Calved.
Like as in moo?
Yeah, that's what I'm. See, when they say calved, that I picture
Calved?
calves falling
Calved?
out. Yes.
Calved. Would you rather me say that?
So yeah, we're right. Again, I picture baby cows falling from their mothers.
That's better than what I'm picturing.
From their mother's uterus in a
All I'm
beautiful
picturing is
ceremony.
little sails on top of it, and the whales coming up and chipping it away until they get to eat the sails, like that video.
What? Okay. What?
What's
I'm
shade
obsessed
drinking?
with whales.
Yeah, what's Shay drinking tonight?
I know. I want some of what she's got.
Water.
Water.
I'm drinking water.
When you shake that bottle of water, does it have bubbles? We want to see.
Something in the water.
Because if there's no bubbles, that means it's vodka.
Mm.
Is there bubbles? I can't
Many.
tell.
Many have remarked about its peculiar shape, with some suggesting the work of Photoshop or aliens.
It's gonna be one or the other.
But NASA ice scientist Kelly Brunt explained that the process that caused it is fairly common.
What? Mother Nature doesn't know about right angles.
There are two types of icebergs, she said. The most familiar... Mother Nature doesn't know about right angles.
It's not that perfect.
No, but Mother Nature does know that the angle of the dangle is directly proportionate to the heat of the meat. Anyway.
Angle of the dangle.
Yeah.
The heat of the meat.
Yep.
It's
Where's this
directly
going?
Remember that, Shay.
to the heat of the meat. Benji, you kiss your mother with that mouth.
Every day. No, not really. I don't even see my mom hardly ever.
I've never seen you kiss your mother.
It's been a while. There are two types of icebergs, she said. The most familiar are those that look like prisms, such as the one that sank the Titanic.
But that was a pointy
Hey,
one. That
yeah,
wasn't
yeah, like a
square.
prism, like a prism. Just
I
calm,
feel like this is
simmer class,
fancy
simmer,
science
simmer down,
words.
please, class, simmer. All right. The second are called tabular icebergs, Miss Brunt said, comparing their formation to a fingernail growing too long and breaking off at the end. What
And
makes
it's still not going to create perfect angles like that.
what makes
What you
this
talking about,
one
Willis?
a bit unusual is that it looks almost like a square, she told the Live Science website.
I think she's full of it.
I'm saying aliens.
I was going to
That's
say,
what I'm
she's just
going
trying
with.
to come up with anything because something that breaks off does not come up with perfect angles like that.
Yeah.
This is
I feel
true.
Like, I
And,
feel
you know-
like it's a bit deflective.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm gonna just say some fancy words
Right.
and
Ah.
mesmerize you, and then I'll
And
throw
you-
in a huge and bigly, and then you'll believe me.
Yeah, they'll say, well, it was on the internet and she's a scientist, so she must be right.
If it's
If
on
it's
the
on the
internet, it's
freaking
true,
internet.
man.
It must be true.
It's on the internet. It has to be true, man.
Just like our last show, they said they did not think that Seal was using an octopus as a weapon. I think he was. I mean,
I'm sorry,
I don't
folks.
know
If you're
if
if
he's
you're
using it as a
chatting up a
weapon.
storm,
I think he was playing. He was kind of being a dick to the
Yeah,
octopus
yeah.
and to the canoer. And I told. Did everyone else catch that Benji can totally sound just like Chong?
what?
You
Oh,
totally
God.
sounded like Tony
Man.
Chong.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Dave's not here, man.
Is that Matt or is that Benji?
I think it's both of them.
No, that's me. Dave's not here, man.
I
Dave?
was in like
Dave's not here, man.
when I heard that
Oh,
tape. I stole my mother's tapes and I heard it and I'm like, what are they talking about?
Is that from Nice Dreams? Dave's not here, man. Is that from Nice Dreams?
That's from the
Is it from what?
that's from the Cheech and Chong movie.
Which one?
I just remember the cassette tape. I heard the whole thing on the cassette tape.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. I was in second grade and I was listening to Kenny Rogers, and then I put in the next cassette, and it's Cheek and Chong going, "Dave's not here, right, man?" Yeah.
Dave's not
What are
here,
they-
man.
What are they doing?
We have a guy at work. His name is Dave. So we say that a lot. Or when he comes into the room, Dave's here. Wow. That took quite a turn.
Way off.
Way off topic. I don't even
Sorry.
know.
That's the price.
I don't
you
even
invest?
know. No, not even remotely. No. Fun fact. Interesting fact that you all may not have known. Even after all these years, you have a heart. Even after all
I
these
can see
years.
that.
No. These guys are still staring at this square iceberg. They didn't see that happen, and they're going to be like, what? After all these years, you still have a heart? What? No.
Yep.
Even after all these years, the pool on the Titanic is still full.
I don't say.
Dad.
No way.
That was horrible. I'm sorry. That was horrible. But I had to. I don't know why I feel like I had to say that right before bringing up this, because this one is horrible. This one is disgusting. It is morbid, and I'm going to play it anyway.
I say it can't be
Boom.
that bad.
It's a
because
cookie.
Are those biscuits?
Nope, it's a cookie.
Dude, we were talking about those jalapeno cookies the other day.
Ooh.
It's a cookie?
They're habanero
YouTube is
cookies.
Still...
The ones that I
'cause
want to
YouTube's
try.
30 seconds behind us. Never mind.
Okay.
Habanero cookies?
Habanero cookies.
Oh, those are
Okay.
habanero cookies.
Nope, these aren't habanero cookies. No.
Oh, we were
These
talking about
these
that.
this story comes from Jen's neck of the woods.
Oh, lordy.
This story.
Them are some pot cookies, aren't
Nope. Even better.
He
Now let's
said
see.
Jen,
Cali-
not Matt.
California students mixed grandparents' cremated ashes into homemade
Oh,
cookies.
yeah, I heard about that.
I heard about this one. I was on a roll with this for a few days. I would tell everybody I met about this story, and they would all go, "Oh."
All right, since you've told everybody you met about this story, you fly with it.
Oh my god! This chick made cookies for her classmates, and purposely, well, she kept telling them, well, there's a secret ingredient, and they would take a bite, and I guess they would feel like the graininess of sand. Are you all laughing at me?
No, I
With
think
you,
they're laughing
not
at
We're
at
laughing with you, yo. We laughing with you.
you is right, Mallory. I don't believe this.
9 students ate these cookies, and they're like, what is in this? And she's like, secret ingredient, grandma's ashes. And they're like, what?
One of the students said they didn't believe her until she pulled out the urn.
Well, friggin', she wanted to.
Oh no, son of a gun, really? What happened?
They let authorities
There we go.
know.
Oh my
And
god.
it feared that they're like, is this a health hazard or what? And they said, thought about like charging her, but they said that wasn't really what the law was when it said, like defiling a corpse meant was eating the ashes. Yeah. So, I mean, she knew she did it because at first when I started reading it, I was like, okay, maybe it was an accident. I mean, not that I know many people that keep ashes next to the sugar in their kitchen in a Tupperware container, but
Maybe she's trying to make special biscuits and just got the wrong.
Got the wrong kind of special.
I don't
Yeah.
know. She knew what she was putting in them, though. She told everybody 9 students ate them. Nobody got sick. Well, they probably got sick, but I mean, they probably didn't get like.
You know that sandy
ill.
stuff was their bones.
Yes, right. He's like, this is kind of grainy, and she's like, special ingredient, grandma's ashes.
Dude, what the fuck? These are the girls that follow Charlie Manson when he was alive.
They're like,
Caitlin says good night to everybody. She's messaging us.
Good
After the
night.
show, good night. She's going to bed.
Yay. But yeah, they said they felt it was more of a personal family matter than a legal matter.
Dude, I would
beat that kid.
Right?
I mean, just the disrespect. Oh my god.
Yeah. How about I can't be fired, so I can say whatever I want.
Yeah.
How about that kid that put the horse laxatives in the school lunches?
I don't think I've
seen
seen
that video.
No.
I couldn't watch it. I watched the first 5 seconds.
yeah.
He put horse laxatives in kids' school lunches because he was bullied. But the kids could have died. I mean, but they were having diarrhea all over the whole school.
Yeah. Oh.
It was bad. At first you want to laugh until you realize how severe it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was just regular laxatives, then yeah, it'd be kind of, but horse laxatives.
No, they
I
had
mean,
to call
can
like
you-
911 and
Yeah.
Can you imagine how they must have relentlessly bullied this poor kid for him to go to that extreme?
Right. And
yeah,
where
you
do you
feel
get
bad
horse
for him.
laxatives?
You see, all of these kids couldn't have bullied him, and he couldn't have done it to individual kids, so he had to have look it up on Facebook, but don't watch the whole thing.
It just sounds like a sad story.
Do not
all
watch.
the way
I'm
around.
warning you. Do not watch the whole video. Just watch the first 5 seconds, and you'll.
That's all it'll take.
Wow.
So, because you have kids like pulling their pants down and going in lockers and
Because they have to.
yeah, but they were crying. It was horrible. I said I
man.
stopped watching. I don't even know how
Well, I
bad.
hope Facebook took that down. That's kind of shit does not
They
need.
didn't. They'll send me people eating dogs, but they don't take down bullying videos. I'm like, what the fuck is
Oh
wrong?
yeah.
with this?
I anything that has like abuse of any kind, I can't look at it. I just
Mhm.
automatically it just
Mhm.
brings my vibe down.
Yep.
Yep. Well, everybody needs to take another drink because now we have official technical difficulties that are going to take us out to the end of the night. At least we only have 15 minutes left. I lost
Right.
everybody's video except mine.
Oh, it's still on the biscuits.
Yeah.
Well, the B Squared Magic Monday just popped up with the cool. Remember to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Hey, send me those. I want to use those on my OBS.
I was gonna
All
say,
right.
yeah.
I'll send them to you. I'll send them to you.
Sweet. Thanks, man. You're a peach.
No, I'm a pirate.
You're a peachy pirate.
Maybe I'm a piratey peach. Who knows? Anyway, I guess going forward throughout the rest of the night, I apologize to everybody that the video thing just is not working out tonight.
Is that why I
And
just keep saying the
it's-
B squared thing?
Yeah.
yeah, it's
No.
just going to keep saying the B Squared Magic
Cool.
Monday thing.
I'm taking off my hat.
So, boink. I'm taking mine off.
All right,
too.
everybody,
Not
let's get on.
that anybody can see it. Ugh.
Everyone
You
loves
get dressed.
We're all stripping.
We're all gonna
That's
strip in the
so-
video.
Oh, chicka wow wow.
Here, I'll turn the light back on. all that stuff.
Oh man,
We
y'all,
can breathe
this is
again.
hilarious. This is flipping hilarious. All right, if anybody's
That's what's
even
happening.
chatting.
We're all stripping. The video's gonna come back to us like stripping.
We're all missing the best part.
No, I've got it on this
Why
last
was
screen, and
Paranormal
it's
Buzz
gonna.
shut down? They went live and they decided to do a strip show. Okay.
Hey, okay, now that I am back into the chat rooms, I apologize for not paying attention to the chat while trying to do News of the Weird. That's my bad, but I only have 3 screens to look at, and I have way more than 3 screens worth of stuff up. So I'm sorry. But I see that
Oh, we have
Kim
another
made it into
listener. I don't know
YouTubes.
who it is.
What?
We have a new listener.
Ooh, hey, cool.
A. Hopkins
And
is
Oh,
in
that's
YouTube.
Wolf.
Hello.
that's Wolf.
I've never seen the name, so I just wanted to say hello.
It's Wolf.
That's Wolf.
Alita did just confirm that the little girl did lose her leg to disease. She was hit while riding her bike. So
And what did it do?
Ooh.
Gangrene. And they had to.
yeah, she said she died. She was 10, so I mean, she was in that age range that I was at. I mean, she could just been showing me stuff they did in school too.
Mm-hmm.
Playing.
Well, yeah, she lost, and then she lost it to disease.
Yeah, said she did lose her leg to disease after she was run over while she was riding her bike. and she died in 1946. So Benji, that was around that time too
Mm-hmm.
that we were talking. So, like I
Yes,
said in the
yes, it
chat, hot
was.
damn, I might be a psychic after all.
Maybe.
I'd say you are.
I'm gonna go with possibly. Possibly? Perhaps. Yeah.
Possibly, perhaps. It just kind of, it all just dawns on me every once in a while.
Dawns on you. All right.
I think we need a
Oof.
bigger bed for Bentley.
I think we're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah. Never mind.
You know, that's
another one.
yeah. That reminds me of Jeff Foxworthy's whole thing, where he was talking. Yeah, it's not the size that matters; it's the motion. It's the motion of the ocean, or something like that. And he said, "Yeah, but it could take a long time to get to London in a rowboat." So
Brittany,
Yes.
don't let him Google jokes anymore.
I'm not Googling jokes. This is just shit I remember.
But I have too many exes listening to laugh. I was getting out of it.
Oh, you see, it wasn't personal until you said that.
It wasn't. Oh. Ow.
Shay is ornery. She loves to be ornery. It is funny and it's
That's her
very
middle name.
me.
Oh,
I lie. I
boy.
say I don't have a middle name, but that is my middle name.
Okay,
It's
so
the only joy I have.
we haven't even remotely talked about. We had fun dressing up and stuff, but we haven't even talked about Halloween. And we've only got a few minutes left, and I want to plug our next show because I don't even know that Brittany knows about our next show.
Probably not.
It sounds about typical.
Yep.
So we'll go back to Halloween bash at Farrar. It was a fun night. Oh, I'd have to say there was probably 70 plus people, maybe 80 plus people there that were not the hosts.
I saw pictures. That
Yeah.
auditorium looked full.
It was packed. That's the
It was,
gymnasium, but it was
I
packed.
so wish I was there. Like, I really wish I was there.
That is a place, if you ever get the chance to experience it even one time. I have never been there and not had an experience. Let's leave it at that. I have never been there and not had an experience.
Have you
All
been
right.
to Malvern?
Not yet.
Manor?
Working on it. Actually. My
Dude,
team.
their live feeds are crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't watched any of them. But
Yeah, I haven't either.
I don't even
I
know.
watched
One,
I don't-
And I was like, no, there has to be somebody there.
I literally
There
don't
has to be
even
somebody
know
there.
the history of Malvern, which is fine. That's how I want to
Oh,
go
I do.
into it. I want to go into it with as little knowledge of what has actually happened as possible. That's what we did with the Missouri State Penitentiary too. They gave us a slight, like just a historical tour type thing, and then let us kind of go off and see what we could find. And then towards the end of our session in that area, we went back to the tour guides and asked where the hot spots were, or asked for any ghost stories or anything like that, so that we could then focus on maybe those hotspot areas. But we wanted to do our own investigation first. It's going to be kind of the same way when I go into Malvern. I don't want to know too much about the place. But
Malvern was the first place that I ever did. I can't say professional. Malvern was the first place I ever got paid to do actual research on.
nice.
Yeah, and that's how I met Josh. I'm just like, hey, what can you tell me? And he directed me everywhere, and so
That's cool.
But yeah, so somebody very near and dear to our hearts was at Farrar this weekend, and that would be the lovely Miss Kim Purvis. She was there, and this is my warning you now, Brittany. In 2 weeks, come back to B Squared Magic Monday for our next live show featuring Kim Purvis
Ooh.
as a guest host, because we don't do that whole interview thing that everybody else does. We leave that to everybody else. We might ask you a couple of things, but it's just going to be a sit down, shoot the shit kind of thing.
And Kim will also be on my show. I believe it's the same week.
Oh, hey. Woo. Double timer. Nice.
That'll be
So
nice.
catch B Squared, because whatever they talk about, I will try not to talk about on Friday.
And
She's on my show the 16th.
okay. All right. Yep. She's
So
on.
I don't know if that's before you or after you, actually.
That's after. Yeah,
I
that's
think
after.
It's after, but I'm not sure.
It's after. It's the Friday after.
Yep.
So check it out. But our team, Ministers of the Haunted, is working on getting together with Kim's team to go to the Malvern Manor, I think sometime early next year.
Nice.
Like March, April-ish, maybe, last I knew. I could be wrong. Maybe we're talking about May or something along like that. I don't know. I don't remember the date. I know we're working on it, though. Maybe there's not even a date set yet. But I know we're working on it. And we, on a moth note, we go back to the Board of Supervisors about the old jail on November 6th. So on voting day, we go back in front of the Board of Supervisors. Apparently, I'm hoping the insurance policy that we put forth to them is good enough, and they're just going to let us in. They were already kind of
Then just go to bed, sweetheart. Okay.
2 to 1 for us.
What?
So
Yeah, just go ahead and shut TVs off. It's time to go to sleep. Okay.
Oh.
I'll shut hers off in a little bit. Okay.
Oh, must be the Logan.
When Dad comes up, he'll get hers off. All right.
Hey, Kiki.
I love you.
I love you too. Thank you. Oh, not me?
I love you too.
The son was talking to me through the vent in our door.
Through the vent in the door. That's okay, because we heard everything you said. And half of what he said.
The TV wasn't working. The TV remote stopped working.
Oh, no.
When I
Probably because
said,
the
"Well, let's go
battery
to bed."
came out.
Well, why does Felicity get to watch hers still? I said, Dad will shut hers off when he comes up.
I am. There's only a few minutes left.
I can hear Benji in one ear and everybody else in the other.
Oh,
This
that's
is
funny.
It's
I'm
messed
sorry.
up.
Here.
That's why I keep interrupting him, because I take it out and I can't hear him.
Let
I
me
need
add
one of
another
these in real
microphone
life.
here.
Not for Benji, but for other people.
Now I'm in stereo surround sound.
Yeah. Hey, Kiki.
Now I'm going to get rid of that other microphone because it's annoying. Okay. Anyway. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry for all these technical difficulties tonight and everybody getting drunk off of it. Although nobody yelled drinks very often. But if you guys saw something you were supposed to drink, you knew that. So.
I just held up my cup.
Drinks.
Yeah, I wasn't drinking tonight, or else I'd be yelling drink just for the hell of it.
Brittany, you're invited to come to Malvern with us.
Oh, man.
Per
I'm
Kim.
so excited.
Per Kim.
Yeah, she told me that.
So.
I'm excited. When is that?
May, I
thinks
think.
May.
She thinks May.
Okay.
Ooh, I better be late enough in May. Like past the second weekend in May, because this year graduation is late. Usually graduation is the first weekend in May, and this year is the second weekend in May. Because we started a week late. Oh.
Wolf says he loves us. I want to know if Wolf's real name is Aaron, because it's A. I can't, if it's Aaron, I have to stop talking to him, because there's too many Aaron.
Or Adam.
I don't like Adams either.
Or asshole.
For fuck's sake. Shay.
My son's name's Aaron, so I like Aaron's. I just mean,
Maybe it's Anthony.
maybe it's asshole.
Maybe
I
it's
already said that.
Abdul. It could be
I can't
Abdul.
hear you, Benji. It wasn't in my ear all the way. Sorry.
Put your ear in.
Antoine.
Turn your bell tones up.
Antonio, Applesauce.
Oh man, applesauce.
Applesauce, yeah, that could be one.
Mr. Hopkins, please be so kind as to tell us what your first name is.
Ooh.
Oh my God! If it was Anthony Hopkins, you're gonna feel real bad for calling him an asshole.
I never feel bad about calling
Adam.
anybody an
Adam.
asshole.
His name is Adam.
Oh my goodness.
Jen, are you a psychic?
I think Jen might be psychic.
Maybe.
It freaked me out. I was
I saw
that's
she
why I gasped.
covered her
I
mouth.
think we'll
Holy
see that
shit.
before, but
That is weird. Now watch him saying, "Nah, he's just JK."
Yeah. It's really Anthony. No.
now I know his first name, his last name, and what city and state he's from.
Jesus,
boy.
stalker much?
I was gonna say she could track him down.
Ooh. All right. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up for the
Worcester.
night. Ladies and gentlemen,
Worcester.
thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you for everybody for putting up with us.
Thank you for putting up with our horrible attempt at YouTube Live. This was our first YouTube show as this network. It was also our first YouTube show after the big Skype update that ruined OBS for us.
Yeah.
So, he's related to Anthony Hopkins.
Does he eat brains too?
Oh, Lordy. Anyway.
Gladys, do you still hear the lambs?
Oh, Lord. You
Out it
people.
crazy.
Now I know why I love
Well,
you
wait a
all.
minute, Jen. If you're my real friend, don't ever apologize for me. Ever. He knows me. He knows I'm kidding, but
I didn't really apologize for you. I said ignore you.
you said ignore Shash. Just
And then
kidding.
I said, JK, she's
Share.
just saying.
Ignore share. Ignore share.
Shash.
Share.
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 Just ignore. There was
Oh,
lots of
man.
that.
All right. This was a good show. It was a good show, even with all of the technical difficulties. So I hope y'all are drunk as a skunk and ready to go to bed. No. But in all honesty, thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you all for listening, for putting up with us, for putting up with everything you've had to endure. We probably won't do very many videos, especially after this, until Skype comes up with a better NDI option, or there's a better integration into OBS Studio or something along those lines. But be sure to check B Squared Magic Mondays out every other Monday on Spreaker on Paranormal Buzz Radio. Also check out on Sundays The Skeptic and the Psychic, or The Psychic and the Skeptic. I can never remember which order it's in, but they're both in there. It's Shay and Jen, or Jen and Shay. It really doesn't matter what the order is because Jen always interrupts anyway. So
Hey, Shay interrupts too.
and then Shay's Paranormal Chat on Friday. And yes, I know everybody's wondering when Haruko's coming back, but there's situations going on that is keeping it from happening. It will
Want more Shay and
happen,
Jen?
though.
Check out Shay's YouTube channel, Shay's
But
Paranormal.
Jen does not interrupt.
I did that just because he said I did.
That's like I need medicine.
Can he see me? Can he see me?
No, nobody can see you, Jen. All right. Thank you all, and good night.
Your dog dancing.